right, Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praise, glory, and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahawashi, Ba'Hashem Racha HaKodash, double honor to the elders and apostles of your millstone. Well, peace and blessings to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect. Shalom, Barakathum. And it's Charagma and Crash Out season. All right, and the reason I say that, because those two ideas, or those two things, are going to be synonymous with one another. As the prophecies unfold, we can see, I watched the Gladiator movie, and I'm seeing all of these different, it kind of reminds you of all of the parallels of how Rome fell in the decadence, and how we see the exact same thing here in America. And I watched Apostle Tahar's video about Nero, about how he, basically, Donald Trump favors Nero a lot and could very well be him, and I would concur with that. And once all of these prophecies come to pass and Nero brings in, the Charagma, which I believe, he's going to be the last president if he even gets a long time to even be president, before all hell breaks loose. And that's going to bring a few things, man. It's going to bring in, we're already in Jacob's trouble, but it's going to be that tribulation of 10 days, all right, which I believe is going to be what we think about when we say Jacob's trouble, because we're basically in it now. We're having to deal with all of this nonsense and inflation and all kinds of other stuff, but that tribulation 10 days is more going into the fact where, the life as you know it is basically gone. Cell phone signals, first responders. When the scriptures say a man shall desire into a city and shall not be able, or we're not there yet. Okay. And when that time comes, all right, you're going to see a lot of crash out behavior, okay, from people all over the news, people you don't know. You're going to hear about things. You're going to hear about rumors about crazy things going on. All right. And I believe it's going to start with these camps. They're going to start crashing out. There's going to be a lot of infighting. Okay. And then there's going to be a lot of weirdos coming up to, the camps that were correct. Great Millstone being the number one of them. Speaking about the Charagma, I'm talking about specifically, that we were correct on those things. All right. And I did a lesson, a little while ago, saying that there are consequences to being wrong. All right. And, when the writing's already on the wall, obviously, but when it becomes crystal clear, like on those eye exams, they give you like the rows of letters. The bigger one is easy to see. The second one is easier to see. When you get down to the fourth or fifth row, it gets really, really hard to see it. Well, those letters are going to become clear of what's going on, and when that happens, all right, there's going to be a shift in behavior. Okay, all of these weirdo guys, like one of the elders did a lesson about the nigga that say he's a witchcraft. What do you need God for? All of you weirdos. TD Jakes, who is basically a complete sodomite. They believe he's faking his injury or faking his illness to escape some judgment, which I wouldn't doubt that either. And all of these so-called Christian churches, every brother in the truth got family members that are still in that damn church. All right, watch how they start calling you, man. All right, and when they don't get the right response from you, so lucky if this is loud, this is sound in my vehicle. When they don't get the right response from you, they're gonna give your ass up, and they're gonna contribute to the persecution. All right, they're gonna betray you. I was speaking to a brother this past week when we watched the Gladiator movie about a vivid dream he had, the brother from the Netherlands, and about how vivid it was, about just the act of betrayal. He just felt a strong sense of betrayal in the dream he had. All right, and those are things that we got to think about every day, man. We don't get the luxury of just waking up being in this happy-go-lucky spirit every day and just every life is grand and all that. We take mirth as a break. These people dwell in mirth, and then they deal with hardship as sparingly, But mirth is supposed to be a break from stress. That's what it's there for. You're not supposed to dwell and wallow in it 24/7. You become desensitized to pleasures, and that leads to addictions. All right, desensitivity to pleasures leads to addictions. Okay, and that's what these people are. They're a bunch of addicts. All right, and when the time comes, you're gonna see exactly what I'm talking about, because it's gonna be crash out everywhere, man. People are addicted to everything, and when they don't get that drug, it's gonna be crazy. All right, some of them are gonna be in good case for a little bit of time, right? Because they're gonna take that Charagma, and then boom, the Lord is gonna ramp them plagues up heavy on them. Okay, because it's gonna start with these cities being locked down. All right, and then men that refuse to bow to the image, and men that refuse definitely to take the Charagma. All right, we're not going to be able to just get in and out. The Lord going to have to be with us. We're going to be outside, really outside. All right, and that may be the point where brothers face their 10 days of tribulation, and the other may be where we get stuck in one of these cities, and we may be in a concentration camp. But we face our tribulation there. Whatever it is, the elect is going to overcome it. And this is why I always preach about having a mindset of overcoming things, and about having a mindset of suffering. So when the test comes, it's going to be easy. All right, you're not going to be worried about what kind of grade you're going to get. You're going to have a confidence, all right, that you can do it. Okay, and ultimately, it's of the will of the Lord anyway, if you're going to make it or not. But nevertheless, we remind each other of these things because they're important. All right, as watchmen, we are constantly looking out for things. We're scanning for threats. All right, and the number one threat that we have is who everybody thinks or looks up to as a god, which are these Edomites. All right, the people that looked up to the most, that's the most trusted, especially by our people. All right, he's actually our biggest threat. But people don't want to believe it. But that's okay, because that's the Lord doing that. The Lord put a spirit of deep sleep on you, and that's how that goes. Let me get over here. But that's basically really all I wanted to speak on, man. You got to watch out for what's getting ready to happen, because the scriptures say the day of the Lord comes as a thief in the night. All right, and he spoke about us not being that we're not going to be caught unaware. Other people are, and how are we going to do that? This right here, watching, man. It may get tedious, it may get boring. You may get tired of suffering. Like the phrase goes, tired of being sick and tired. But it's required, man. All right, and lean on brothers as need be, because we are almost out of this thing. Anyway, I'm ending it there. Lord willing, this is edifying. On to the next. Shalom.